狼傷を焼くこれ。いや、石間見つけ足ほら。
いい。足に出るうまい。
Unacceptable. Restart.
狼傷焼くこれ。
そう、はい。
いや、今石間見足ほら。
いいえ。 私にどうぞ。
その
お前さ、手に死に勝ちこそ。お前。 さてかなり。
ねきなそのおなこそどしょよこれきさおやよこれ
矢野衆分かっておるな。
Ahoy! Welcome. Ah, look at that octopus all around. Thank you, Phil. Once again. Wow, the bot knows. It's self-aware, man. Thank you very much. Maybe this is the run. I've managed to learn a better way of dealing with Emma, and it
Hello, motherfucker.
hello. And I'll have spirit emblems left for Ishin, which helps a lot, because using the firecrackers on his super moves will be much helpful, and it's much quicker to interrupt, so this should be it.
Hey!
Oh, haven't seen that owl in a while. Where have you been? Hey, owl. Is that it? I think it is. So how was your stream before I get into the actual game? Good to hear. Whoops. That's very nice indeed. And now they came and invaded my land. How dare you? Tusk. Well, I'm glad everything went smooth. So like I said yesterday, please excuse my lack of communication, but I'll really try to concentrate to get this over with, man. Because I keep dying on stupid shit. I'm not even dying on tough bosses. I'm falling off cliffs and stuff like that. I can't believe this, man. Holy shit. Just in time. Almost, but I'll take it, I'll take it. Well, you try and make sure I don't die to stupid shit. And actually get over with this run.
ざれ言
Smooth. I was lucky on the RNG as well. He didn't do too many stupid shit. Yeah. Well, that's his premise, right? Because he's like, you can be honorable, but I have to achieve victory. So he uses all kinds of stuff. The yellow bar. So this game, unlike Dark Souls, this game has posture. That's what the bar is. If you constantly attack and deflect his the enemy's attacks, not block, you drain its posture. If you paid attention, especially to these kinds of bosses that are human, right, with swords and stuff, I didn't manage to deplete their vitality. I only depleted their posture. So when you break their posture, they're vulnerable. That's where you have a chance to perform a death blow, which drains 1 health bar. Usually these kinds of bosses have at least 2 health bars, right? But you have a posture bar as well, right? Because in the normal run, you can block, if you hold down the L1 button, you can block the attacks, but it quickly drains your posture. And if your posture is down, then you're vulnerable. And you take a lot of damage in this game. Right? But if you deflect, which means pressing the block button right before the enemy attacks you, you take much less posture damage and you do a lot of posture damage to the enemy. And there are other combat moves that help do posture damage, like when he did that thrust attack, I stepped on his sword. That's a good way to do posture damage. Or when he did that sweep attack and I jumped on his head, that also does a lot of posture damage. So the thing is with this game, like Ishin said, hesitation is defeat. If you do relentless attacks and don't let the enemy breathe, you can defeat him by damaging its posture. If not, the enemy will recover its posture if you let it breathe. But if you somehow play it safe and manage to drain its vitality quite a lot, then the less vitality the enemy has, the slower the posture will recover. Yeah, I really like this combat. I really do. When it comes to the world and stuff like that, and atmosphere, I prefer Dark Souls. But when it comes to combat and facing the enemy, not even the bosses, even the enemies, Sekiro is really my type. Because you can't even be overpowered in the sense that maybe in New Game, but New Game isn't very good in this game. You can't even be overpowered, like go farm souls and have your strength or dexterity up to 1000. Because the way to increase your attack is by defeating certain bosses. You get their memories, like this one. Look, I'll show you right now, because this is a great way to show you. So enhance attack power, which makes me do more damage and to vitality and posture. See, I have one memory there, which is the memory of the boss that I just defeated, right? So if I confront it, my attack power is increased. But only certain bosses do that, right? So I cannot go farm experience and then increase my attack power. It doesn't work. But yeah, you should really give it a try, because it's very cool. That's why I keep trying and trying. It doesn't really making this run doesn't really bore me, because in no point, at least while fighting bosses, in no point I'm zoning out or I'm just waiting for the fight to get over stuff. I have to be 100% concentrated. Yeah, you can grind on weak enemies, you can yeah, or help other people in co-op fight our bosses, then level up, and then that's how you face tough bosses in Dark Souls. When the Nameless Kings, for example, gives you trouble, you just go level up and then come back, right? And you're more powerful. But that's the way Dark Souls is designed, right? You don't have many combat options. Instead it's very diverse. You got a bunch of weapons, shield, and magic and stuff like that. All you have here are prosthetic tools, which there are quite a lot and very helpful. Like you have an axe to break shields. You have the firecrackers, which stuns enemy, which is the most useful. You have shurikens to take care of flying enemies and attacking from distance and whatnot. Very useful to with dogs, for example. And you got a bunch of tools which can be helpful. And you get an umbrella, which basically works like a shield, which is all great, you know. But this is what I would do. I think I talked with Phil, because I was thinking about whether it was an intentional design or something that they didn't really put effort on. And I think it might be a design. Like, I didn't really find, when I was playing casual, the prosthetic tools that useful, although you should use them, they can really help you in certain situation. Maybe the firecrackers, that can be really helpful, and with almost every enemy and boss, but the other ones not quite so. And I think that's kind of intentional, because they are only there to help you if you really need help. But it's all about skill. All you need is your deflect or block, your attack, and Mikiri counter, which is very useful. You can go on without Mikiri counter, but it's not really recommended. Mikiri counter is when I step on the enemy's blade and stuff like that. But if you're good enough, all you need is your attack, your deflect, and you're good to go. The others are just complementary, which is another thing that I really love about this game, right? There are not many skills that I get even in this run. I try to increase my health and my my posture, because it helps, since I'm not doing a no-hit run, I'm doing a deathless run, so in case I get hit, I'll heal as many times as I can. And I want to have as much health and posture as possible, but apart from that, I'm getting some moves here, like the Ichimonji Double, which is a combat art. You have combat arts also in this game, which, again, there are a lot of combat arts which look very cool, but are not really useful. At least this one is kind of powerful and recovers your posture, but apart from that, I don't know. And the Mortal Draw, which is from another sword. And that's kind of it. They're more like fashion combat things, because they're not really that useful. At least in my opinion. I'm not sure. I watch a lot of people play and they didn't really use combat arts, apart of Ichimonji, which is powerful in certain situations, but apart from that, that's it. Did I win yet? I did not win yet, but I got as close as possible to winning. Like if I do better than that, then I'll win. Because I got to the last boss, second phase, and I died there like an idiot. But that was yesterday. But yeah, you saying that I make it look easy. That's because I've replayed all of this so long that I have it on my memory. But trust me, the game is not easy. It's, I don't know. It really isn't. You might find, if you play this game, you might find, for some people probably Dark Souls is harder. But again, like I said, you can just go level up and then the vast majority of the bosses will be easy. But not here. Like, the only way to really get better is to practice and practice and practice and maybe learn to cheese the boss or learn some techniques which help. But apart from that, and there are some quite cheeses in this game, like the horseman from the beginning. If I climb the wall, if I climb the gate and go to the other side, he will basically fall down the cliff, and that's it, I win. But I'm trying as best as I can not to do those kinds of cheeses. Or when I was fighting this guy that I just fought, you can trap him behind the door in the statue, and all you have to do is constantly attack, and he will get trapped there and you'll always hit him, and that's it. And stuff like that. There are some cheeses in this game, but I'm trying not to do those kind of things. Well, yeah, that's probably with don't hit as well. Even if you cheese, it can be very hard, because getting the cheese to work, you take a lot of risk of getting hit, because you have to be very specific with what you do. So sometimes it might be better to just do it normally, but I prefer to do it this way. Like, the only boss that I really cheese is the monk, which I'll get to soon, hopefully. But I don't really exploit anything, as in try to glitch the boss or trap him or anything. I just constantly use item that stun him or her, and I win. And that's the way the boss is designed, right? Because I use items that are weak, that are strong against apparitions or whatever the fuck that is, you know, but I don't get it trapped somewhere or glitch the game or something like that. And that's kind of it. Apocalyptic rage that you never knew you had. Hopefully not. I don't wanna. Hopefully I won't. Although I keep dying to stupid shit, which really pisses me off, to be honest. Like I did in the previous run. And no, I didn't get there. Tusk indeed. I really want to get to the last boss, because I know some different strats and I'm very excited to. I mean, I've practiced, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot harder when you have pressure on you, when you know that if you fuck up, it's back from the beginning. Oops. So, Mr. Baron, I hope you're doing well as well. Well as well, okay. Speaking of rage-inducing stuff... Whoa! Calm down. When do you continue your Dark Souls playthrough? Because I want to be there for the DLCs. I know what you're saying, I know what you're saying. I too can get quite angry, but fortunately I'm not the type to throw shit around or smash. I just pretend I smashed something, then I'd be like, nah. I just raise my fist and like, son of a... Okay. Oh shit, no, no, no. Yeah, this game can induce some rage in you, but also disappointed, because you're like, I can't believe I died to that stupid shit, man. Right? Because if I died to the final boss, for example, I'm like, okay, I'm mad because I made that stupid mistake, but at least he's the final boss. He's the hardest. Right? It's okay. But when I died for fucking falling off a cliff, and getting eaten by the snake, which I did the last time, or getting smashed by the ogre, that's kind of stupid. If I take much damage to the first Genichiro fight, I don't even continue the run. I defeat him and then just restart, man, because it disappoints me a lot. Like I cannot let this be on record if I do the run. Oh shit, too close. Yeah, I keep seeing, well, at least I learned this even when I stream, but inside I'm kind of pissed. Yep. That's something that happens a lot in this run. That's one of the most annoying things, because it's like, I've done this boss or route 1,000 times. What the fuck am I still doing? That's why I was saying, you cannot zone out in this game. Whatever run you're doing, you cannot be like, oh, is this part now? Or is this boss now? Who? I'll just wait here, do 2 attacks, wait for it again, because now I'm overpowered. You cannot do that, man. The AI is quite smart when it comes to that. And it's not... The bosses have... The vast majority of the moves are... You can learn them and then they become predictable if you learn everything. But sometimes they will do things differently. And the thing is, like I said, the best way to drain the enemy's posture earlier is to keep wailing on him. Don't let it breathe. Attack, deflect, and do whatever. And that imprints it in your memory, right? So now you know the fight. Oh, I'll just keep doing that. But if for some reason you do something else, right? Like not getting a deflect to work and block instead, the enemy will do something else. And if you're not used to that move, because you that's your first time when you actually blocked and not deflect, you're gonna get lost. The chain is gonna be broken, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, now he does something else, and now he does this, and you're lost, and you're gonna get hit, and you're gonna run away, you know? That's the thing with this run, because it's like, okay, it's a pattern. Do this, do this, be very careful. If you do something differently, the boss is gonna do different. And something minor, like blocking instead of deflecting, that makes a difference to the boss's moveset as well. So you really have to be really focused, because if you do a different move, to be on watch what the enemy is gonna do next. That's good, that's good. Well, in that case, it's good to have something nearby to punch. That will be actually a better idea, because holding on isn't a very good idea neither. Like getting pissed, but oh no, I'll just keep it inside me. That's bad also. But yeah, just like we talked with Dark Souls, you don't need to get pissed with Nameless King, because you'll go play the DLC and then level up and then come back. Don't think that we did differently. When I started playing Dark Souls 3, the DLC weren't out yet, so I got to New Game Plus before the DLC, so I beat the Nameless King 3 times. But the way I leveled up back then was through co-op, right? So when I needed to level up, I helped other people. I laid down my sign and I helped them defeat bosses, get their souls, level up. That's how you did things back then. I'm not sure how the online community, how popular it is now in regards to Dark Souls 3, but back then it was a new game, so you wouldn't wait for too long. That's how I when bosses like Nameless King gave me trouble, I went on, help other people, level up, and then proceed. And it's much easier. Much easier. Okay, let's do this. That invasion mechanic. Yeah, well, that's the price, right? Because if you enable online, people can help you. You can help other people. People can help you face invaders, but you will get invaders. That's the thing. That's the trade-off, right? The good thing is you can turn off online and proceed with the game and get help from NPCs. That's the thing with Dark Souls 3. NPCs can help you and you can do their quests, and then they will help you further. When it comes to the world, like I said, I prefer Dark Souls because it's much more mysterious. You go helping other people. Sekiro doesn't have many other NPCs and side quests and stuff like that that really help you, right? Like get a special item or I don't know, some covenants and stuff like that. No, the thing. Don't get fooled, I actually screwed up quite a bit with that boss because I blocked a lot of times instead of deflecting, and I don't know if you were paying attention, but right at the end, when I deflected the last move before he was falling down, my posture was broken. Luckily, he was on the ground. Because I kept blocking, my posture drained, and when I deflected the last hit, which drains my posture as well, but not that much like blocking. My posture was broken, and I could have got a huge hit there. The thing with that boss is that he's heavy armored. If you... he doesn't take any vitality damage at all. Whatever you do, you would not be able to drain his health. So think about this. It's your first time facing the boss, you have no idea what to expect. How the fuck do you defeat him? His life bar doesn't go down whatever you do. It takes a while to realize that you're actually on a bridge, that the walls break, and then when his posture is broken down, you can push him away and then throw him off the bridge. The thing is, you have to be precise with that as well, because you can point in the wrong direction or be in the middle of the bridge and push him, or just push him away, and he won't fall down, and he will mock you. He will say, I am unbreakable, your blade cannot blah blah blah, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck am I doing? His posture was down, he did a death blow, or so you think, and nothing happens. So you gotta be on the edge. You have to prepare him. The moment his posture is broken, you have to be on the edge and make sure, even when you do the death blow, you're pointing in the right direction outside and pushing him outside the bridge for him to fall down. It's more of a puzzle. The boss, this thing, basically monkey, that split, are 4 monkeys, you will see. That's a puzzle as well. And the first time you're gonna get there is gonna be very quite the puzzle, because you have to kill those monkeys, but you cannot reach them because they're fast, right? So one of them sees very well, one of them hears very well, one of them just makes this noise when he sees you, and one of them is invisible. You don't know where he is. But knowing what I have to do, I'll get there quite quickly because I know how to get around and not actually use the environment, because usually you have to use the environment, like make the one that sees very well chase him in an area where there's mist, so he's blinded, and you can get him. The ones that hears very well, or you either chase him in an area where there's waterfalls and it causes noise so he cannot hear you anymore, or surround him in an area where there's a bell and you ring the bell and you deafen him because he hears too well, and there's your chance to go and kill it, you know, stuff like that. But if you know your way around, you're gonna get them before doing all of that. Yeah, a pro. Yeah, I've done this so many times because it's. Although I died to him, don't get me wrong. Oh my god. But yeah, when it comes to invasion, well, think about the other Dark Souls games then. Whoa. The good thing with Dark Souls 3 at least is that you can turn off online, and you have an arena dedicated to PvP. Like, it's not just a special place anymore where people just come and do PvP. It's an actual arena where you can challenge somebody, you can challenge a friend, you can have 2v2s, I think, and stuff like that, which can be very fun. And I presume that helps a lot when it comes to latency and stuff like that, because I'm guessing it's like a matchmaking mechanic, and it will put you with somebody whose internet is good. See, that was the invisible one, which is always behind you, but you don't know that from the beginning. This is the one that makes that alerts the everyone. This is the one that hears very well, but I almost fucked up. Oh! Whew. I pushed the wrong button. See, that would be the bell that would help me out. I would just... He will be stuck. I would have chased him right up there, where the green dot is. I would ring the bell. And he will be deafened. And now to go for the one who sees very well. Normally you would open that door right in front of me, and a mist will come from there. Chase him all around down there, and then he will be blind. And you have to be careful where you chase them, because they don't go in the same direction all the time. It depends where you come from, right? He will run in the opposite direction. But now, oh wait, what? Yeah, I found quite the strat, because you can come from this side. And surprise, motherfucker, he didn't see me. And that's it. But this is a puzzle as well. Aha. By the way, the other monkey, you can die in that on that boss, because the other monkeys that were glowing purple are actually fighting you, so they damage you. Now I got the moral blade, the other soul, which, well, the theme of this game is immortality, right? So using that blade, I can sever immortality. Basically kill immortals. But not everybody can wield it. The reason that I can wield it is that I am myself immoral, because of the divine ear, the kid that I'm trying to protect. Right? If you were to watch the cutscene, the character dies once, and then he revives. That's the thing. Whoops, well, there goes my Deathless run. The character actually dies once. Well, he dies multiple times, even in the cutscene, because that's the thing. So what am I? Oh yeah, Ichimonji. One of the useful ones. So we're going to, yeah, the one that I almost died to. The Mortal Blade does a lot of damage and is very useful, but it drains like the combat arts, right? So this is what I was talking about. One of them is, well, I can use it here. Wait a second. That one that I just equipped can be very useful. Oops. But apart from that, others look very cool, but so this one. That can do a lot of damage, posture damage, and recovers my posture as well. It's slow, right? You can get hit meanwhile, but when you get it done, you do a lot of damage. And what I got now is this sword, which is very useful, but drains my spirit emblems, which is the ammunition, so to speak, for the prosthetic tools as well. The thing is, if you run out of spirit emblems, you cannot use your prosthetics anymore. But you can use the combat arts afterwards, even though it usually drains the spirit emblems. The thing is, the combat arts are not that effective anymore. So that's a good thing, right? Because I'm still able to use the sword, but not it won't be that effective, but that doesn't matter. It's still very useful. So there's a lot of things to this game, right? If you want to learn about the game, you definitely don't watch a challenge run or a speed run, because they will only use the necessary things. There are a lot of things in this game that can really help you and are quite cool. which you miss since you do runs, but so I'm gonna buy some sugars heal. This is how you. This is another thing. There aren't many ways to increase your damage temporarily, like to buff your damage. These sugars are one of them. So the sugar that I buy now increases my damage quite a lot, but it makes my health bar only a health. So for doesn't matter how much health I have. It doesn't matter in which case. If I have a huge health bar, it will make it only a health for a period of time. Then it will recover, but I'll have to get healed for the rest. That's this. Aqua Sugar increases my attack as well, but not as much. But it doesn't affect my health. This one makes me harder to be detected. It makes me transparent and harder to heal. There's another one that increases my defense and another one that increases my posture. But we won't use that because whatever. It's the same with healing. Rice that I got from that girl is one of the few things that can actually heal you. So this heals you. It's like it regenerates your health rather. There's pallets which do the same but are much slower and much less health, and some divine things like the divine blessings in Dark Souls, I think, which heal your poisoning or whatever abnormality you have and instantly heals you. But those are limited. Those items are limited per run. You cannot get unlimited items. They're just a few of them. Fistful of Ash stuns enemies, which we're gonna use for that monk. And Litecoin Purse and heavy. This is like the souls in Dark Souls, right? Currency that you cannot lose. Homeward, yeah. Get back to the previous idol, like the bonfires in Dark Souls. Ceramic Shard, throw it at enemies to distract them. We're not gonna use that. And stuff like that. So yeah, it has a lot of things. And you'll discover by playing, but Jesus Christ. That's good, that's good. I was so shocked when I watched other people, you know, it's like, oh, you can swim in this game, so cool, right? You can jump and swim, are you kidding me? That's so cool. Oh shit. Well, at least that killed him. But then when I figure out that later in the game you can actually swim underwater and there's a whole new world to explore underwater and new items and new, well, enemies. They're fish, but they're enemies, they can attack you. And stuff like that, I was so, wow. This game is much deeper than I thought. And it really is. The first impressions, or if you watch runs like that, it will give you the impression that the game is not very complex. You only get one sword, some moves, and that's it. But no, it's much more deeper than that. Oh, and maneuvering in this game, it's so much better than Dark Souls. The fact that you can jump, no stamina, it's much better to control. You can't fall down like a fucking idiot. That's one of the things. And you cannot cheese enemies and throw them down the cliffs as well, because they won't fall down. Even if you attack them right on the edge, they won't fall down, which is a good thing. Even you, if you get close to the edge, you won't instantly fall down. You will have like a buffer, so to speak. Only if you confirm that the fact that you wanna jump over the cliff or really fall down, then you'll fall down, you know? Like here, see? I can walk, but the guy won't fall down. See? Even if I push forward. But if I insist, like, if I sprint now, eventually he will fall down. That's like a confirmation, okay, I really want to get off. And it makes sense in this game, to be honest, because, well, you're a shinobi, right? You're a ninja. So, being a fucking clumsy shinobi and just keep falling down cliffs and stuff like that will be very annoying. Actually, will be quite the nuisance. So it's much more stable. I think when it comes to runs, it's much easier to not get hit in the bosses in Dark Souls. And it's much easier to get hit here. But in between, when you have to travel in between bosses, it's much easier to get hit in Dark Souls, I think. First of all, let's not forget the stamina management, right? Because if you don't pay attention to that, you'll get fucked. But when it comes to Sekiro, if you keep running and jumping when you have to, you rarely get hit, very rarely get hit. Just go, proceed, don't pay attention to anything, and make sure you run. Sometimes you'll get hit or shot if you run in a straight line, because they'll get the aim on you. But besides that, you're kind of good to go. Well, yeah, exactly. He's a shinobi. He should know how to do this kind of things. But in Dark Souls, you can fall off so quickly. Like, so many runs have died because of that. Even casual runs. Like, just think about it, how many times you just fall off because some stupid shit. Or how many enemies you've killed because you've thrown them out off a cliff. Or just making sure they walk off by themselves off cliffs. Oh shit, I'm not invisible. Oh, I forgot to use the... Oh, no, 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 no! I forgot to use the sugar! That makes me transparent. But I get it. Oh boy, that was lucky. Fuck. Okay. I'll concentrate now on this boss because he's fucking annoying. So that was lucky. Oh boy, not even... I didn't even get hit, so that was very cool. Distracting me. Oh no, what have you done? See, I used that sugar there. Look at my health. 2 hits and I would have been dead. But the trade-off is I have to deal with the boss way less. Like that. I will avoid a lot of his additional moves and it's much quicker. If I get the deflections right, it's good. So think about that. That boss might look easy, right? Because I barely did anything. All I did was deflect. But timing those deflections are very crucial. If for some reason I would have blocked once instead of deflection, that would have damaged my posture so hard that he would have got a chance to hit me. I would have been down, he would hit me, and then good luck trying to run away and recover, you know? But luckily I timed the... I did get the... What the fuck? I got the prayer bead, right? I zoned out. But the fact that I luckily timed it quite right, I didn't block not even once, and my posture wasn't broken down. Oh, it's the snake again. So that was very lucky. By the way, the furthest I got today. Oh no! Actually, I defeated this boss on the previous run, but I died by falling down a cliff, and then the snake ate me. Fucking A. Sorry for the noise, for the background noise, but the window is open and there can be traffic outside because it's too hot, and turning on the AC will make even more background noise, and I don't let it run constantly. I just cool the room and then turn it off. Being that I don't have a professional mic, I use a Blue Yeti, and the Blue Yeti has quite the gain, even if you turn it all the way down. Okay, that's it. And I do use equalizer, I do use some special filters, noise gates, whatever, but those things can help you only so much. All your lows and highs are gone. How? How did that happen? Shit, no! It's okay. So there's a strat here. Why, if I rush, I can jump. I can avoid the snake and go around him. But since I was showing off moves, I will do it the proper way. So there are other moves here in this game besides combat arts, which are the ninjutsu. There are 3 in total. I won't get the 3rd one because that's from a different boss. This makes a cloud after I do a death. So these moves are triggered when I do a death blow from behind. So like a backstab, right? A backstab death blow, yeah. This makes a mist, whatever, it explains a smoke screen, and then everybody gets confused and I can backstab the other ones. This is the only help you will get in this game. You're not quite alone. If you manage to do a backstab death blow on an enemy, he will join your side, like it's called Puppeteer Ninjutsu. He will help you fight the other enemies. But in some areas, you can use it as a puzzle to help you get through different areas. Normally, this is how you do it normally, but you can just run away, he will attack, and you will grapple on the ledge again and get behind it. Normally, this is what you have to do. So now the monkey is on my side, but in this specific area, it triggers something. See? So the monkey goes there. It distracts the snake. And then I'm free to go. Where you will get an item here, which helps you for a different ending. And then you'll get to actually kill that snake and get another item. And those 2 items help you out on a different ending, which we will not do now. Just genetics. Shit. Yeah, that's the thing. When I bought this microphone, it was by the time I was actually uploading to YouTube with a friend, making let's plays, but in my own native language in Romanian. But Phil told me about his mic, and he said he got everything for actually quite cheap. And as you can notice, Phil's audio is very good. It's quite good, and he doesn't use... Yeah, the setup is really nice, and it's not expensive at all. At least the mic he used before the one he uses now. That one was awesome as well, and he said that it was quite cheap. But hey, I'm good. I'm good for now. That's complimentary. Worst case scenario, I'll use the mic on my headset and that's it. But I don't think that's the case. So last time, usually I'll use the Ichimonji here, but the Mortal Draw worked as well. So I'll just continue with that and see what happens. So this is a difficult boss as well, for fuck's sake. I struggle so much in my casual playthrough, but yeah, if you know some tactics, you can get it done. It's hard to avoid that, so I'm not gonna do it. It's good for speedruns to not waste time, but... So the tricky part is I managed to deflect again. Thank you. Yeah, I talked with him about noise gates and stuff, and that's the thing. I'm using the best that I can. That's the limit, right? If I go any further, I'll have to stick the mic up my fucking face, and it's kind of annoying then. Because the background noise will be there, right? And the background noise won't trigger the mic, but when I'll speak, you will still hear the background noise meanwhile I speak, and that's kind of my issue right now. Yeah, exactly what I was talking about. Exactly. That's it. That's the thing. I can't I can't abuse the noise gate. I'm using it, but just so my mic doesn't pick up the noise from my PC, for example. It's like I said, the Bu Yeti is very sensible, right? Even if you turn down the gate all the way down, it will still pick quite a lot. So I'm using the noise gate just so it doesn't pick up sound that's coming from the PC at least, and some other background noise. But that's it. You will still be able to hear it while I'm speaking. Yeah, I've already spoken with him. I've asked for advice on Phil as well, and this is the best that I could do. Yeah, it's very silent when I don't speak because of the noise gate, right? That if there's no traffic outside, because sometimes it will pick that up because there's some loud vehicles, but when I start to speak, then the background noise will be there, right? And that's the thing with the Blue Yeti. Whatever filters you get, it won't help you with that. But regarding with this boss, like I said, I was very lucky that I deflected everything, and I was able to do the Mortal Draw afterwards. Because if I didn't, if I would block instead, right? The enemy doesn't get stunned or whatever. He just continued his move. He would have kicked me or something like that. He would be able to do damage. That's the thing. Blocking does a lot of posture damage to you, and besides that, it doesn't stagger the enemy at all. And to think about the fact that people want an easy mode for Sekiro. The first playthrough that you do is the easy mode. Because when you do it, it's like I said, blocking doesn't damage your vitality, but damages your posture. Okay. And all the things that I said before. But after you do your first playthrough and get to New Game Plus at least once, the game remembers, and whenever you restart, even if it's a new game, a fresh new game, you will get Kuro's charm. And you're able to give it away to the kid, to give it back, if you want to make the game harder. And that's the way the game is actually supposed to be. One of the things that happens that are more noticeable, besides that making the game harder and stuff like that, it's blocking does chip damage now, the way it's intended. So it will do vitality damage, although not as much as being open, right? So deflecting, it's really important if you don't have Kuro's charm. And stuff like that. Doing Mikiri counters on regular enemies won't make you able to do a death blow instantly. You know, making the game as intended. But also the only way to gain more experience, more skill points. So there's nothing you can do in this game to increase the amount of skill points you get. Like in Dark Souls, where there's a lot of items that increase, and rings that make you get more souls, right? But not in this game. The only way to do it is giving away the Kuro charm, which makes the game harder, but intended. Which is quite fun. That's how I challenged myself in the casual playthroughs in new games. I did without the Kuro charms, and then without the Kuro charm and an item which makes everything harder. The bosses with more health, more posture, they do a lot of damage and blah blah blah. But the only reward is that enemies drop higher quality items. But that's optional. That's quite okay if you really wanna toughen up things. That's just for the challenge. But at least without the Kuro's charm, it's the way the game's intended. Which is your first playthrough of Sekiro is actually the easy mode. Yeah, it is. It's very sensible. The Yeti is very sensible. And there's nothing more I can do about that. But I'm not complaining. It's a cheap mic. If you do some extra stuff, it can be very good. It can be of good quality and it's a USB mic, plug and play, that's it. And then after you get some money, you can buy some better products. Oh no. Fucking run, killer. Imagine this being a no-hit run and getting hit by a chicken. Or whatever, a rooster. Oh. No! Fuck, I gotta go. Did I rest at that bonfire? Fuck, I don't remember. Jesus Christ, I need that item. I fell down. And I can't remember. Can I get up here? Oh, no, I can't. Fuck. No! Oh, no! Back on track, back on track. This is a great shortcut, but I fell down and I didn't need get these seeds. I need it for the next boss. That quote-unquote cheese that I was talking about. You'll see it soon. Yeah, that's all I need for people to be able to... No! Why did I do this? Which is all that I can ask for. The rest are details. I'll buy something better when it will be worth it. But there are many other important stuff that I need to spend money on. Even when it comes to streaming, what I really need now is a different graphics card because it's kind of old. I'm actually using a GTX 960. It only has 2 gigs. You don't even want to know how I run this game. It lags even like this when I'm streaming. Right, there's a lot of spikes and it's noticeable because I've seen the VODs. But I'm running on low and on God knows whatever the fuck resolution, low resolution I'm using. Yeah, it is a far away. Good thing it's a Deathless run for now. Okay, so this boss is very interesting that they implemented here. Because it does nothing. So useless that I forgot to put it on the split as well. And this is no cheese. That's how the boss is. But you have to defeat him to proceed. But I guess it's something just for fun and to prepare you for what comes next. I won't get there because I'm doing a different ending, but there's a place where you get a lot of those guys and they're annoying. Ow. Fuck. Oh, let me heal here before I do something stupid. Yeah, so now that I killed the Mist Color, that the last boss, the fog is gone as well, and those spirits. Which is useful if you're doing a casual playthrough, but there are no items that I need now. Oh, I should have. Oh, doesn't matter. Yo. It's close. So I can do this. Alright. That's one. Acquire skills. More spirit emblems. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it actually tries to move and tries to hit you because I've... Oh, let me rest first to get all the emblems. I've tried to see if he actually does something, but he does. That's actually a mob in the... in that area that I won't reach in this playthrough. It's a regular mob, but the other ones... in blue robes. Those are quite the annoying ones. Because they drain your youth and you become old. You actually become old and it's very hard to move. Well, for a limited time, but your health is reduced and the most annoying thing, you cannot resurrect. If you're in that state. And you're gonna get attacked and lose everything. By the way, the thing with dying here and losing your shit. So every time you die, it's not like in Dark Souls. You die, you lose your souls, you get and retrieve them. And if you die again, then that's it, you lose the previous souls. If you fucking die here, everything that you have, well, everything, the gold that you have, like the 500 that I have now, and the progress bar of the skill points. So when I get a number where it's 0 there, right? If I get 1, then that's it. That will stay there. But that progress bar, that blue bar, that experience bar, if you die, half of the amount of experience that you have is gone. And with gold as well. Every time. So if I have 500 gold, I'll have 250 after I died. Not when I resurrect. If I resurrect, nothing happens. But when I die and there's no resurrections left, then it's gone. If you see that there's unseen aid, 30%, that's the max you get. I have 30% chance of getting unseen aid, which is I don't lose anything after I died. And how that's influenced is the more I die, people will get, NPCs that I know will get Dragon Rot, which in the game is, well, whenever I resurrect, I use the strength of the blood to resurrect me, but the blood can stagnate, and I actually draw the vitality from other people to resurrect me, and that sickens them, right? So the more people are infected with Dragon Rot, the less the chance that I get unseen aid, right? That's the mechanic here. And there are limited items that I can use to heal everybody at once. So if I use the items once, I heal everybody that is infected in that moment, and I get 30% again. And that's the mechanic when it comes to items in this game. And trust me, when it's casual, it gets pretty annoying. When I'll level up pretty quickly now, because all I need is 700 experience points to level up. When you need fucking 1,000, right? Like in my casual playthrough or whatever the amount I need, that's kind of hard to get. And when you're almost done getting a skill point and you die, and half of them is gone, and that means 250,000. Well, good luck getting that back, you know. Special ending, no. The endings are based on your choices. That's it. And the item and some special items that you get. But there's no reward. I'm not surprised by that, because you know, good job, no death. But what I am surprised is that there's no reward for defeating the first boss that I do, because the first boss is optional, because that whole area, it's a tutorial. You don't even get skill points for killing enemies there, but it's all tutorials. I've downloaded a mod to turn off tutorials, because it's very annoying to keep doing new games and then tutorials just pop up for every fucking thing you do, and it's pretty annoying. So the thing is, that whole area is a tutorial, and then you get to the first boss and you're like, what the fuck is he? And he's way too tough for you, and he kills you, but the game proceeds, right? He cuts your arm, and then you wake up in the temple. That's the way the game is meant to be. But you can defeat him like I do, right? I always defeat him. You defeat him, he fucking calls you a bastard. Some fucking shuriken or whatever comes towards you from out of nowhere, you deflect it, and the bastard still cuts your arm. And nothing special happens if you defeat him. Maybe that should have been an achievement, or I don't know, get something just for the fun, right? Not something game changing. By the way, press this button, yeah. Since this game has pause, unlike Dark Souls, the tutorials are pop-up, so it will fucking pop up in the middle of anything and hey, listen, okay. And that's, okay, that's understandable in your first playthrough. Because, you don't know shit. But not when you keep restarting, and the game doesn't have the option to turn off tutorials, and you'll need to download a mod for that. I didn't mean to do that. So this is the cheese that I was talking about, or whatever the fuck. So all I'm using is items here, right? There's a different way, a quicker way to do it, but I don't know how to do it, and I think that's actually glitching the boss, so I'm not doing that. Because it allows you to do a death blow on the boss without having its posture all the way down. And I don't think that's very intended. See, I used the items in the game. I basically stunned the enemy. That's the thing. And everybody does at least the thing that I just did. There's an even nastier way. You actually get behind it, use some snap seeds, firecrackers. She keeps approaching you backwards. Then you get here, jump towards her like this, and then perform a death blow for some reason. I don't know why you can't do a death blow then. And then that's it, you've done it. But that one really doesn't seem right, because I'm not sure. It's like the boss loses sight of you, or I have no idea, man. Don't know. That's very odd. That's very odd, because I'm pretty sure its posture isn't all the way down. So I'm not sure what triggers it. But if a patch fixes that thing, then people won't be able to use it. That's the thing. But there are many ways to get around that, so that wouldn't be a problem for people at all. But yeah, holy shit. I'm very close. All I have to do is deal with the ape, which isn't very complicated if I do things right. The ape is a tough boss, don't get me wrong, especially in your fucking casual playthrough. You're gonna get your ass kicked so hard, but there's some things. Oh, I overkilled it. That you need to do, and you're fine, but still. See, this is a much more complicated area, and I get lags on my stream. This is where the GPU reaches 100%. Now, there are optional bosses in the game, and there are more bosses if you do different endings. The ending that I do is the shortest one, so to speak, the quickest one. You get some extra bosses, which are quite easy, but in the different endings. But that's not an excuse. This is the easier approach. It's quicker and it's much more faster to learn. I'm not gonna pretend that this is just a different ending and it's just as hard as the other one, because it's not. And the best proof is Ishin. the last boss, right? That motherfucker, you have to deal with Genichiro and then Ishin with 3 health bars. So I'm not gonna say that, but still. So what I'm getting now is... Yeah. But... So if this were be a casual playthrough, the first boss I could have just died to him, nothing would happen, I will proceed with the game. But the rest of the bosses that I fought so far are mandatory to continue. I'm not finding any optional bosses, right? Because this is not an all bosses death run or something like that. It's basically any percent as you can get, even in regards to the ending. It's the quickest way. What? Why the fuck am I talking to you? That's not what I wanted. So how much do I have? 500. That's interesting. Oh, see, another thing. Like how diverse the world is and NPCs and stuff like that. You cannot kill any NPCs, there won't be any repercussions. You don't have many options in regards to NPCs, how you can do their quests and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. I prefer the Dark Souls world, but when it comes to mechanics, Sekiro all the way, especially the combat. So let me upgrade the. No, not. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hear Kuro's room. Because if I don't upgrade it here, then I won't be able to do it before the final boss. Okay, Kuro. And to think that I will eventually fight this chick. She gave me so much trouble. Basically, this ending is quicker, but it's the evil ending. You're turning into an, well, Shura, what they call, going for the kills. You're betraying all of them and blah blah blah. It's quite interesting. I wonder if the DLC will have an option, well, where you continue the normal playthrough. Like, when it comes to DLCs, the only ending that makes sense is Dragon's Homecoming, right? For a DLC of this game. Because that actually puts you on another quest. The other one just makes you another sculptor. You became a sculptor. And in the other one you die. You sacrifice yourself for Kuro. But in the fucking Shura, in the Dragon's Homecoming, yeah, you have a different quest. And in Shura, you become Shura and possibly eventually a demon of hatred. So if in a DLC you have that option to go there and then be that guy, or play with somebody and face Sekiro. And Sekiro, if Sekiro, like in this ending, becomes Shura, is very tough because he's fucking immortal. And he has the swords that can actually kill him. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I already got all the achievements for this game before starting to do the Deathless run. Let me see, do I have anything? No. On my casual playthrough, I have all the prosthetic upgrades, all the combat arts, whatever. Like, the only special reward you get for doing Shura is, besides the achievement, is the One Mind combat art. Which again looks cool, but I don't know where you can use any of those combat arts. It's tough when the bosses are using it, but not when you're using it. So what I need here is this, eventually this, and a moral draw. Okay, but I'll go to the bathroom real quick because I haven't had a break for quite a while. I'll be right back. Wait, what the fuck happened to the split? What did I press? This is where I am. Oh boy. So the spear. Yeah, okay. Pray for me. No! I fucking... At least hit him! Come on, don't mess this up. I already screwed up. Whoa, he almost grabbed me, for fuck's sake. It was a perilous move and I kept attacking. Normally, I screwed it up because... I should have... He should have been constantly... stunned, locked, and then just perform a death blow. Oh, that's not over. Don't... don't worry. This guy is immortal as well. Oh, for fuck's sake, just do your regular moves. Oh no! See, the fact that I didn't deflect there cost me, because I could have. Wait, you'll see, you'll see. See this? Because I deflected, he's now on the ground. No! No, I didn't. Oh, I fucked up so bad. I didn't equip the spear. No way. No way, dude. No way. No. And I wasted 2 spears now. Well, good luck. Because the amount of posture damage the spear does, see? I'm pulling out the centipede, and it does. And it's enough to do that 3 times, but I wasted 2 of them using the firecrackers. No! I'm so tilted now. Deflect! Good. Good thing I got some healings left. Oh man. This is one of the bosses that is very hard to do posture damage, unless you do specific things, like with the spear. Oh, come on! That does damage and builds up terror, which is like curse in Dark Souls 3. If it's filled up, you're dead. Good, that's good. And there's no way for me to get spirit emblems here, because I don't have that item, which is an optional one. For fuck's sake. No! Oh my fucking... No! See, I blocked there. I didn't deflect, so now he wasn't stunned. Again. See, that costs. It makes a lot of difference. Plus my posture took hella damage. Good thing. Okay. Nice timing on that. At least I didn't die. It's all I can hope for. Just because I screwed up twice. The first phase and then the fucking spear. But I won't complain. It's all good. Let's get the other prayer beads, because they can be very useful, and let's pray. It's the last boss. I'm actually at the last boss. Just gonna get some items to make things easier for me. More health and more posture, and that's all good. Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Good. doesn't matter. It was still counting the delay as well, which it shouldn't be a huge delay, but still, it's quite good. Whew. So, how much do I need? How much do I have left? Just for curiosity, because I kept picking up gold. 5? Oh, because I had 500 for the enemies. Okay, that's cool. Is there an item that I can get? No? Okay. Who knows, maybe the palette will help. You may never know. So everything is fucked up, the castle is attacked already. So these are tutorial guys. These are the toughest. Yeah. It's all good as long as you don't do that while I'm fighting the boss. See, now I can swim underwater. Whoa, 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 whoa. You wouldn't do that? Fuck. We'll see about that. Oh boy. Now this is hype. For fuck's sake. Who the fuck screams like that? I still can't get... to figure out who.
Do it! Just do it!
Holy shit, that's loud. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. This is it. This is it. You were all here. Say hi, YouTube. This would be awesome to do it here with all the audience. So, do I have everything? Moral draw. Let's leave it to Ichimonji. Yeah. Alright. So this is a fucked up thing. This is where I get a choice, right? My adoptive father comes here. He's actually not dead. It was all part of the plan. He wants to get Kuro as well to become immortal, blah blah blah. So here we are. Oh, you're not dead. That was part of the plan. I see you're not dead either. Well, no, I'm not. You're like, okay, let's talk. But I have an iron code, right? My father comes first. His word is absolute. Then Kuro. But he says, forsake Kuro and help me get him so we can fucking rule the world. But for this ending, I will obey him. Because if I break the code, stay loyal to Kuro, I will eventually fight him, which is a very cool boss fight, and then the game proceeds, and you go for the other endings, right? And you help him fucking sever immortality, or whichever you go with. The other endings are based on the finals decisions, whatever items you have on your possession, so to speak. But here, I will obey him. I'll be like, as you command, blah blah blah, obey, forsake Kuro. I'm like, yeah, okay, father. So I won't fight him, but I will find waifu.
客人じゃ。だが道元殿のご息女と争うては、今は亡きあのお方に申し訳が。
He's a trickster here, especially that he's a shinobi and he's old. But he learned how to fight, that's the problem, and she can be very tough. Luckily I've learned some tricks and hopefully I can put it off.
そなたに任す。
And of course he's like, yeah, just fucking...
打ち破ってみせよ。
脅威
By the way, that's not how Sekiro originally looked, it's a mod. The fact that he has a beard and he's dressed in black.
私はかつて修羅を見ました。
Okay, skip. Be quick, be quick.
マイラ
Oh, not the lag, what the fuck? No! Phew. No, again! Ah. I can only let her block once and then dodge. That's the strat here. Ooh. Without even healing. That's worthy, but I don't have any sugars left, and I won't risk using this one. Fuck. I'll take as much time as I need. Oh my god, pray for me. Let the RNG be quite good on this one. And then comes Ishin, the badass of them all. But he's
Sekiro.
old here. Not unlike on the other ending. Okay, let's fight. Fuck it.
再び修羅を。
Okay, keep doing that, please. Okay, good. Keep doing that. I almost screwed that up, to be honest. Oh fucking A, I keep forgetting to jump again. Doing some stupid mistakes here, to be honest. Okay, first phase down. Please get away from here, don't get trapped. Whew, that will almost miss it. This is it, this is it. Fucking A! Woo! Finally. Yeah, it was. What the fuck took me so long? Yay! Oh my god, finally. Firecrackers indeed. So this is the fucked up ending. It goes well with the ending, huh?